Now send me the request for recording. Can you please check someone just quickly in the with mobile in the
Sir, you lock the recording setting. Yes.
you see my screen, no, right? Hello,
No,
you can see my screen right now.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Check it in YouTube. Are you able to see as well? Recording is going on, right? Who has sent the request, written request? Ganesh, you sent written
Yes, sir.
recording
Recording
request.
in
Ganesh?
process. Yes, sir. Recording in process.
Okay, okay, done. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, let's get into very important concept to topic. As I said, right, is not only for the SAP, but the entire IT industry is how it works, the database statements. Okay. So,
On YouTube, I don't see you live, sir.
is it? This is personal YouTube actually,
Oh, your
not on
personal.
Mods.
Oh, okay.
Maybe recording is going on, right? Safe said, if anything misses also. Ganesh, you can do later to all the people. I can also try recording. Let's see.
Okay, sir.
Let's see if we can do recording. Showing a record is going on already. I cannot do recording. So you since someone you are doing, okay. So this is the flow. SAP database tables. Here, a BAP program. Okay. So you interact the database like this. Whether you ask something data to get from database tables and then put into the ABAP pack into the ABAP maybe into the internal tables or work area or a variable. So this is one type of communication that will happen from the ABAP program to SAP database tables. Okay, so data queries. Queries will be only data will fetch the data. OpenSQL queries. OpenSQL database queries. Data fetch. Queries will bring the data from the database. Will bring the data from the database. There are two types of OpenSQL statement. This is OpenSQL. So there are two types of statements. One is data extraction. Okay. Second one is data insert. So these are the two statements. Data extraction. See the arrow direction here. Here. Here only data insert we are going to do database. SQL. Okay. So data extraction will bring the data from this is the database, SAP database. Data will come from here to here. Data extraction means. The data insert means what could be a data insert? Think of what could be a data insert. In which scenarios you can find data insert in general, not only SAP point of view, in general. Hmm?
User.
In general, in the outside, if you think of leave about SAP, where do you see these two type of informations that you handle every day on day-to-day basis? For example, you go to the net banking, right? So net banking, you go and you ask for the data statements, bank statements, right? You query the bank statements, right? What is the type of statements is called? Data fetching or data updating statements internally?
Data fetching.
Data fetching. Data fetched from the database of the specific bank and it show you. In data insert case, what could be the data insert case scenarios? Same bank itself, if you take it,
Mm.
what could be the scenarios where you insert the data into your SAP, sorry, bank database?
New customer.
Mm-hmm.
New customer coming into bank. So they insert
Yeah, whenever you deposit money, right? The data will update or not?
Yes.
Whenever somebody deposits the money, data will update or not? Right? So even the data, when you take money, also data will change, right? In the database. Suppose you are joining in a company. For example, you are joining Monday on Capgemini, in Capgemini. So what the Monday they will take all your information, and data will going to update into the Capgemini database, right? Data insert will happen. Suppose end of the June, Capgemini want to get a report, how many people has been joined and all. It is a query or not? Database query, right? You can imagine, right?
Yes.
Right? Everything, every activity we do in the outside, it is related to these two types of data flow. Whether you fetch the data or you insert the data. You take any app, anything. Suppose you go to some app, you search for something. When you are searching, what happens? Data will fetch, right? Through the app, right? So whenever you are doing any operation, suppose you are booking some milk or some groceries you are booking, right? You can very simple, you can do imagine, right? You can imagine Amazon. We go to Amazon website and then we search for some data. You want to buy some good mobile. You type the mobile and what is the moment you type the mobile information, what you need. So data will flow from database to your program and show you in the output screen, right? When the data will insert into the Amazon's website database, in which scenario? In which
If the
scenario?
customer ordered anything,
So customer, when we ordered, we are the customer. Right? When we order something, so our information will go and sit in the database, right? This is the data insert operation. This is the base complete, the heart for entire IT industry, I can say, programming point of view. Any programming language you take. What is OpenSQL? Why we are calling OpenSQL? Anyone? Very beginning, maybe I would have been told, first classes. What is the OpenSQL?
Irrespective of any database, OpenSQL helps to commit, retrieve, or insert, delete, right?
Yes,
The data from
yes,
the database. Yeah.
yes.
So normally SAP worked on the OpenSQL, the queries which we wrote it. and then it
Yes.
converts to the native SQL and accordingly it fetches the records.
Yes. Here, for example, this is a program. Especially for the freshers, they will must ask these questions. Program. This is the database here. So here, suppose you write a program, OpenSQL. It's called OpenSQL. Suppose database here you are having the Oracle. Okay. So it works for Oracle. This is your DB interface. This is the DB interface, which will convert your OpenSQL statements to respective database equivalent statements. Okay. Suppose you change the database due to some maybe due to different reasons. The company has changed the database. Instead of database Oracle, database Sybase. Sybase is one database. Suppose company has changed this database of the SAP system, database only. Program is same program. So this will work for the same program, it will work for this one as well. This DB interface will take care. This DB interface will convert queries what you are writing here equivalent to respective database tables. Sorry, respective database. That is why we call it as OpenSQL program. It's open to any database. Open to any database means open to any database. Means you can write, you can execute the programs written for one database in any other database. This is the concept. Now, what is the other terminology other than after OpenSQL? What is the other terminology?
Native
Native
SQL.
SQL. Native SQL.
Yeah.
What is native SQL?
But yeah, I want to understand one thing, Mahesh, here. Let's say
Mm.
when I'm writing something in the OpenSQL, like select
Mm.
something and then retrieve it and assign. How may DB knows whether when I'm, let's say, I'm using Oracle or Sybase or HANA?
This will
So
convert
what?
this one. This
So
interface.
where this interface? Is it this the DB interface in the ABAP or in SAP or is it on a,
It
you
is
know,
part of the application server. Actually, if you take the consideration of the architecture, this is a presentation layer
where we wrote the program, right?
where we wrote the program. This is the application layer
So where we run the program, let's say.
where we program will be
Yeah,
executed.
executed.
Here database.
Yes, agree.
Here. So here, when you write the code, when you try to execute, here instead this layer itself, you will be having a DB interface. DB interface. This will convert into the respective equivalent ABAP statements and back into the database. Respective database. We don't write any specific code to take care of by the DB interface. It is internal mechanism actually. It is
Okay.
internal
So
mechanism.
you mean to say that, let's say, right now in a world, there are 50 different databases are there. And is it SAP compatible for all database interface or is it
No, I
only
don't
for,
think so. What
yeah,
I
it is
know
only
is
for the,
Sybase, DB2, Informix, 4,
okay,
5
only for
databases
few
I've
where,
seen.
okay, only for
Definitely.
the few for which DB interfaces accommodating the changes,
No,
right?
yes. Maybe that will be decided by the SAP company. I think when we purchase the SAP license, okay. So they will tell
Makes,
this SAP works for these databases like that.
okay.
Like that. That is the reason SAP has come up with their own database because to support
HANA,
so
yeah.
many databases is a
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was also thinking the same, but this is
Ah.
making things bit more, yeah. clear now.
So they come up, the SAP people, why should depend on other people of database? So that is, we have our own database. Hence, it comes the picture into the HANA database. Where this only one database going forward.
Yeah,
I think
agreed.
2030, maybe 28. They will be going to remove HANA the existing database support. Now going forward, only HANA database will be there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So very good concept here in SAP. Database is very integrated concept here. We don't need any connection to establish the database. I think some other programming languages, maybe Java or Python. So we need a separate concept to connect to database. This is what we call it JDBC, right? Java database connectivity, something like that. I don't know exactly. Okay, but here in SAP is like direct is inbuilt. Nothing you need to make a connection separately. These three is interconnected. This one is interconnected. So you don't log in separate to this one, separate to this one here. But in the HANA, SAP has given a provision. You can connect directly to here database through the Eclipse database HANA Studio. They are giving the option. So we don't need a presentation layer. So directly you can connect the database layer through the HANA Studio. You can write a queries. Those queries they can expose as a reporting tools. That is what they in HANA they made it. So we don't need a typical SAP ERP system in those cases. Okay, we'll discuss that when we go for HANA as well. In HANA. Okay, now this is the point here. This is a ABAP program, right? If you remember, right, entire SAP flow like this. This is your SAP business T code. This is your business T code. This is your SAP database tables. Okay. Data flows as for the same scenario what I just said about the data retrieval and data insert cases. What it happens is once you click on save button here, this is save button. Suppose when you were creating a new material, which we have seen very initial days, or when you are creating a new vendor, okay, or new purchase order or new sales order, what exactly data will, what internally the program will do is it transfers the data from here to here using the OpenSQL statements only, database statements only. This is one type of requirements that we do, right? Where you create manually purchase orders, so sales orders, so materials, so the data will insert into the database here. This is what this insert concept, what I said, data insert concept. And what could be the data selection type of scenarios in SAP with respect to SAP? With respect to SAP, all the reports, right? All the reports. Reports case is like this, right? This is the business T code. Okay. And every business T code will be having the ABAP program. This is the ABAP program. This ABAP program might have the selection screen. This is selection screen. This is selection screen. This is your program. So you bring the data as per the given input, right? Like specific materials we need. That data only will bring from here to here. So the moment you ask for data, data will come from control, go to here, check the data is availability and brings back the data. And you can display the output here. This is report output. Or suppose you want to send the data to some other system. This could be as a interface, maybe file, for example, could be. Entire SAP flow will be there in this what I'm drawing now currently, except the enhancements flow. This is the flow of entire SAP. You take anything what is happening in the day to day, right? In the industry, these are the things. This is the reports. This is the reports. These are the reports. Right? This one is under the report. This is the business T code. Backend is report program. Okay. And this is the business data insert. What could be the examples of data insert statements? What could be the examples of? What could be the database? This type of business process, what is the example transaction codes?
So when someone creates the order,
T
creating
code
the
names, T code names.
VA03,
MM01,
MM01, MM02,
MM02,
yeah,
VA01,
yeah, VA02,
VA02, right?
VF0,
Creation, I was talking about creation or change only.
yeah, change your displays the
Right.
extraction.
So all this type of business transactions, this is the data flow. Backend is OpenSQL statements. And this cases scenarios is what could be the, we can tell which scenarios examples. All reports running, right?
MM03, yeah, something.
MM03, maybe MM03 we will consider here only, but not as a save. Okay. And this could be like reports, right? All the reports, any standard reports names, you remember, Shivendra? Standard
In the
reports names.
FICA side, I know, like FP04, FP02, FP04, yeah, FP02,
Let's see,
FPL5.
FP04 we can see here. FP04. I don't see any
FP04. No, not this one. FP04. Can you just FP0 means I need to say O only, but yes, FP04. Yeah.
FP04, right?
Yeah, FP04. FP02.
Yeah. Maybe I don't have any data here in the system.
Yeah, it's then FPL9, you can put it. All those.
Anyway, so we are going to build general reports, right? We can imagine reports. We'll be going to build as well. So for all these things, the backend concept is database statements only. Okay, now, or I can build quickly what is there. I can write simply one report. See here. I'll go to here, write a new report program on Mara material data. Type executable package. Right, go here. So I'll get some few fields from the Mara table. Data, types, begin of ty underscore Mara, matnr, type, Mara, matnr, material type, Mara, material type. material group MATKL. Type Mara hyphen MATKL. End of TY underscore Mara. Right? What is this one? TY underscore Mara?
Structure type.
Structure type, actually. Then you can create a one work area and one internal table.
Objects.
Right? Work area underscore Mara. Type TY underscore Mara. Okay, we can define one input parameter as well. As maybe parameters you can give. P underscore material type. Then under the start of selection, where you bring the data, select MATNR, material type, MATKL from Mara into table IT underscore Mara, where MTRT equal to P underscore MTRT. Right? And then you print the data. This is open SQL statement. 19 to 20, whatever you are writing. This process will go to data and bring the data and put into the local program variable, internal table. Then you loop this and print it. Loop at IT underscore Mara into work area underscore Mara. What is statement? Work area underscore Mara. Hyphen material number. Say 40, 50 position. Work area underscore Mara. Material type. Maybe 60 position. Work area underscore Mara. Hyphen MATKL. End loop. Right? Save it. Fix syntax. What is mistake? Tell me what is mistake here. See the syntax and tell me what is the mistake I am doing. Think of line number 19 is saying error, right? Why?
Put comma between column.
No,
Or use single.
no, because
I think the
we want to
structure
get
of
all
the
data.
type, yeah, structure type, can you show me once? Can you go up?
Yes.
Yeah, so can you go up so that we can see the structure type here? MATNR, MTART, MATKL, okay, from Mara into table IT underscore Mara. Where what is P underscore MTRT? We never nowhere defined it, right? Can you try now?
See my scheme, you can see 16 line number.
Yes. Yeah. Now, yeah, 16, you did it. Now, can you check it now once? Okay, still did not go. Okay, IT Mara. IT your date right table of Mara. Okay, yeah, see, there is a issue. You are saying that IT underscore Mara is the type of Mara, but
Correct,
it should
perfect.
be TY underscore Mara, right?
Correct, perfect. Good,
Yeah.
correct. Because I am referring to all Mara table
Complete table,
fields.
yeah.
Hence,
Yes.
this order is not matching. I am taking only material number, material type, MATKL. But my target table structure is not in this internal table is not that sequence, right? Because these three, in between there are other fields as well. They go to Mara. If I go to here, You can see here material number. There is a material type, right? Material type is here. In between, there is a field ERSDA in the internal table structure. That's why it's saying that the data type of the component ERSDA of IT_Mara is not compatible. What it's trying to do here is you are taking the second field as MTRT. Listen very carefully, very important to understand the concept. Second field MTRT, okay, is not in the second position in the internal table IT_Mara. In which position? If I go to here, MATQL is not second position, not here, not here, not here, somewhere here in this position. Hence, data is not, types are not not matching. It is going to consider this field only as by default the next field of after MATNR. After MATNR, ERSDA. This field it is going to consider. This field is going to expect in the internal table, target internal table. That's why this error is coming. Hope you got what the problem I'm saying. The error. Why?
Yeah.
Many times when we are learning, we'll get this thing problem. So now what I should do here is I will make it as ty_Mara. This is one way to correct. Any other way we can correct? Think of keeping
corresponding
Mara
field
itself.
of corresponding field of something
into
like
corresponding fields of table. If you want, you can keep like this itself. Suppose Mara. Is what now we are going to discuss as well in the next 5 minutes. Types of statements. Into table IT_Mara into. You should use the suppose now if you check the syntax, you'll get error. If you write here into corresponding now you don't get that error. Now why this error is coming? Think of now again. Now why this error is coming? Same, right? Your internal table now IT_Mara is having only 3 fields into corresponding field of IT_Mara. Still not is not compatible, right? Work areas now both internal table and work area is not compatible. Here, while you are querying the data without corresponding fields of table, the fields you are fetching on internal tables.
So is it like
are
look
not-
at IT_Mara into
Yes,
corresponding
yes.
field of W_Mara
No,
can be
we don't
writing?
have that syntax.
Okay.
This should be
Then
compatible.
again, it is not compatible here. Okay.
So you
Makes
should
sense.
change here as well. You can change type Mara. Now it will be compatible both. This is the concept. What could be the drawback? Maybe think of this one. Just 1 minute think of what could be the drawback of this one. If you write this one instead of choosing only what you need in the internal table into corresponding fields of table, how it works internally.
Might be it is like a speed issue, or right? Because it has to search one by one all the fields.
Basically, it matches the name of the field. Basically, here corresponding fields means it matches the name. So this name is available or not, it will match actually.
Okay.
That is the reason.
No, so it
So it has
matches
to,
the, let's say, yeah. So now here is the question is, let's say 9 number line, you are mentioned that Matner type Mara Matner, right? Let's say if you're saying that Matner, yeah, 1. Now can you try to,
yes.
can you just, yeah, now let's see if it is.
But I don't think
Okay,
so.
because,
Madner will come data.
yeah,
It will come
because
to
I have,
MDRT data. Let's see. Good question. Very good. Now what happens is it should come the data other than the MATNR field.
yeah, I'm
Right?
just thinking,
It will come
yeah,
the data to MTRT. It will not come to MATNR because
yeah,
we have changed the name here. Let's put the breakpoint. Good
I want to
question.
understand how the
No,
corresponding is
right.
going
There
to
is a
work.
way of right learning. So obviously, right? It has come MATNR also.
Here, internal table, we give table, right, sir? But we used one in structure.
I think it is just,
But
I think
material
it's
number also is
referring because we
same,
have
right?
given the field, right? You get my, so can you go back? So there, if you change it, that you give it Mara Matner, right? You get my point, right?
Never mistake. Line number 14 is mistake.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Still is, I have not changed.
Oh, okay, okay, got it. Yeah,
It is
thanks.
Mara only.
Makes sense, yes.
I surprised.
Work area also, sir.
It's warning. Still you can run, right? Warning
So
only, not error.
work area also, TN.
No, we'll just check whether this select query, how it works. Now in this case.
Okay.
That is the reason. No, right? No, it's warning, right? You can still execute, right? It's not error. Think of what will happen if I execute. You don't know.
Yeah, I think Matner should not come, right? As per the logic.
See, Madden is not
Yeah, okay, yeah, nice. Yeah,
because it is not matching
yeah, yeah,
the name.
exactly. So it is like a
Performance
field
wise,
match.
name of the field. This with the same name, it should be available here. With the same name, since this one same name target source, it is transferred. This one also, this one is same, then it is transferred data. It searches for this same name, both target and source. That's the concept. Okay, performance is not good because it has to search the name of the field, whether matching or not. Better to use most of the cases what exactly fields you need, those fields only you define here and use the same order. What order is important. Remember, order is very important. Otherwise, data will mismatch, right? Types mismatch. This you should practice once done. Order also important. How this order is there here. It may not give any error, but it may not give the right value. Right now, we'll take off this one. Any questions here?
No, I think for me it is good.
Right. Now, if you this is a print, you print this one. Or carry underscore Mara type ty underscore Mara. Check syntax. Activate. Execute now. Right? If you give FURT, this is the data for a given FURT. This is the flow we are building. This flow. This flow I'm building just now. This is selection scheme, program, bring the data, display the output. Where is the business T code concept will come? Using which transaction code will create a business T code?
SC93.
See in the real SC93. In the projects, user is going to use this one, not the ABAP developers. So they will not be having any access to SC38 to see the materials data report. So we need to create a T code for that. That we create through SC93. SC93. Go to SC93. Let us practice now itself. SC93. Give the business transaction code name. Material report. Click on create. Material data display. Choose the second one, no, not the first one, because it is a report program. Report program, enter. Copy paste the program name here. Oh, I cannot do it if I'm editing. Okay. Why this 1000 came? Think of what is the meaning of this 1000? Screen number is showing. What is this 1000?
Creating a screen for that report.
This is the screen number for the selection screen.
Yeah, when
for
we
this
execute
program.
it.
That is SAP will generate that screen number automatically to the selection screen, this one. This is a program. Execute this selection scheme here. This will be the 1000. This is screen number 1000. The screen number 1000 is showing there. So we'll see variants and all. When I think very similar. If you want to start with the program with the variants, you choose this one. And choose the compatibility to access anything done with the external HTML and all as a checkbox, this one. Support, GUI support. Execute now. You can take this T code and you can execute from anywhere. Like how you execute MM01. Now the report will come here. Now you execute because user will execute like this way only. User won't go to SC38. Clear? Concept clear?
Yeah.
Now if we go to select different types of select statements, database statements. Just think of what will happen in this one.
So Mahesh, just a quick check. So did we studied for all the sorting type like hashed and all those?
Yes, last class
I've,
we have done. Started to slash internal tables.
Okay, I believe. Okay,
Internal
no,
tables.
okay, I'm just asking like sorting of the hashed and all because I thought it is.
Last class we have done. See this select query. What is star means? All the fields or all the records. Without this select statements, no ABAP, no SAP in the programs. Star means either all the fields will come from the database or all the records will come.
I think it's a record, right?
No. It
All
is the
the
fields. Star means all the fields.
Okay.
That will be many times confusion to us. Star means all the columns from the database will come to your program internal table. What is check we are doing here? Why we are doing check? Instead of check, what we can do?
size of ifs.
If statement we can use here. Right? What is SAP? Why we are doing that? What will happen if we don't do that?
If data is present in the IT underscore T001 table, internal table, then only run this query loop.
Which query? No. Check you are writing after select state.
No, so the thing is, let's say I'm running the query select from this table into this. So if it is not giving any record, then your
Correct,
size
correct.
of RC is not equals to 0.
So why we are writing that? What happens if you don't write?
So
Right? Question clear, right? So why this
yeah,
one? Why we need this one? So why? What will happen if you don't write this one?
so it can avoid unnecessary run this loop, right?
Correct. That is the correct answer. Perfect answer. So you are just avoiding this loop unnecessarily not required. Of course, it won't execute this loop, but control will go to unnecessarily to here and to here as well, right? So you are avoiding, you
Yeah.
don't need to loop that because if it is empty. Okay. Think of any other way we can do this one. Instead of the check sy sub r is equal to 0, what is the other way you can put a condition here? Any other condition? It's last we have done last class in the last class.
Yeah. If IT underscore T001 and then call that the bracket equals to null sort of, right?
Bracket not required because brackets
Okay.
required only in the case of with header line concept.
Okay. I thought it is okay.
If internal table is initial, I should write or is not initial.
Is initial.
No, loop should execute only if not initial, right? Initial
Sorry,
means
yeah, initial means 0.
zero
Yeah,
records.
exactly.
Zero
Yeah.
records. So you can avoid that. What is this IT underscore T0? Why the type standard table of we are giving? What is the meaning of type standard table of T001? Is it because we are referring to standard table we are giving T001 standard table of T001 or what?
What is the query?
Query
What's the question?
was saying this one here. Why I am using type standard table of T001? Why? Is it because I am referring to standard table I am giving or why?
No, you are creating internal table, right? IT T0 because
Correct,
we have
correct.
to use this
Why?
standard table of here.
Is it why? Without that also I can create or not?
No, there is other way we can do it. Like you have to.
Without standard keyword because this is
No,
keyword
without
will
a standard
confuse when you
keyword,
are
you
running.
cannot. Yeah, no, we cannot create internal. We can use other, like that's the reason I was asking, right? There is a hash and all something. I don't remember.
Correct. Editing. Somebody is editing my program. Anyone is
I
editing my
think
program?
not me, might be. You can check if it is logged by you or someone.
These server people, what they are doing is they are creating all with the same username in SAP. In SAP, I told them don't create in that way. Now we don't know who is editing, right? For login, they are giving the unique user IDs. But whereas
Yeah, I
for the
think
SAP
it's
login, no, SAP, they are giving the same IDs. Editing if there is any lock existing through SMTable. Okay. See here, I am not giving standard here, right? Still, it is internal table,
yeah.
line number 14.
Yes. Yeah.
What type of internal table?
This is standard only.
Default internal table type is standard.
Yeah.
Suppose I give IT underscore MARC type table of type standard table of MARC. It means IT underscore MARC internal table becomes of type standard internal table. It does not meaning that since we are referring to standard table, we should use standard table of. This is the purpose meaning. Okay. Okay, we can move on.
Yep.
What is this one? This type of select statement. What this will do? What this will do?
Bring the records where bugs is equal to 1000.
Right. So from the database table, it brings the wherever the company code equal to 1000. Then you are looping here. So many times the loop we may execute. Based on the number of records available in this one, if what for 1000 company code, how many records are available, that many times it will execute. It's clear, right? There any doubt here? Previous one. Next to this one. What is this single star will do? Suppose the same program. Okay. We have, suppose we have statement. Select single star from MARC into, what is single means? Single field or single record?
single record.
Single record, IT underscore MERC. For example, if you give like this one, no? What is saying? Into table, for example, here. Think of why this error is coming. Think of. Select single means one record will come. IT underscore Mara is my internal table. Think of. Think of why this error is coming.
But sir, did you declare IT underscore Marcy anywhere above?
I declared here already, line number 16. I declared already. Hint is third single star means one record. I give the hint. This is the hint. Right? Because think of any answer, any guessing.
So
So
work area.
because we are declaring a standard table.
No. Yes, work area you should give, not internal table. Why? Because correct what Ganesh said.
Single records.
Because it is single record, right? So you should not give internal table here. You should it will expect here work area. Work area underscore MERC. I should declare here work area also. Right now the error is gone. Clear? Point clear here. Why we are using this one? Because it is a single, you are giving single record, right? Hence it won't accept. Is it acceptable or not? Line number 31.
No, that
No. Right? Because work area cannot hold.
Multiple
What is the into
records.
table meaning word? Think of what is the into table meaning.
I think it holds multiple records.
It will may bring either one record or more than one record. Right? But work area, if you give, it is not compatible. It works only for single record. So it won't work for this case because into table version is to get more than one record. Once into table sees the syntax SAP, it expects that after into table keyword, there must be internal table. That's why you are getting this error. Okay, clear, Molo? What is under how it forms? If you query this data, how it comes exactly? Which record will come here? For this combination, if there is a material number and plant is available, it comes, right? From the database, where material number equal to 1 and plant equal to 1000. Think of how it works up to specific rows. Right here, select single star from Marcy into select star where I am writing the code. I'm writing here. Okay. Into work area underscore Marcy. If I execute this one, what errors I will get? Think of line number 33. 33 is coming the problem. First understood that line error. What that error is saying? 33 is correct or not? No, right?
No, error is saying, error is saying that it is expecting some end loop, end select statement.
Because we are not using select single, it forms as a loop on the database here. No, right. Think of now. Select and select form as a loop. Loop on the database. Select and select forms as a loop on the database. So how many times the loop will execute? Think of if it forms as a loop on the database of internet deploy MARC, how many times the loop may execute? How many times this loop may execute?
In the time all the records are not done from the MARC. Number
How many
of
records are
records in
there?
the
That many
MARC.
times the loop execute, right?
Yeah.
Let's put the breakpoint here. Pop. Execute. 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 Loop will execute. Second record, third record like that. Here dbcnt will not work, right? Here dbcnt s5 and dbcnt. Oh, it works. Okay. Like this, how many times this will execute? How many times, how many records are there in Marcy? S11. Go to MARC table. Display. Execute. number of entries 3624, right? So if you want to stop the control 3624, what do? You are in debug mode. You want to stop specific values. What the values? Number of records are 3000. 624, right? How many records? Number of records 3624. Think of I want stop control when 3624 record has come. There is a concept in the debugging. Now the loop is going on. I want check 3624. Only 1 second. No?
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Your voice is. Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know if he can hear.
Okay, done. It was muted. Unmuted, but again it went mute. Okay, now you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
So now we can create a watch point, right? Here. This is the concept of the application of watch point. So that you can stop the control for a particular value of the field here. All right. How many records are there in
Hey,
MARC?
can you can you explain since it's starting, Mahesh, what is the watch point you're explaining?
Yeah, so I'm just setting the watch pointer. I am in debug mode already. Okay. Current record number is 8. You can see right side, right? So this DBC entry will increment for every record. For every record you fetch from the database. Right, see here. See the left side control and the right side value here. It is incrementing for every record that you fetch from the database, right? I don't want to see like one by one. I want to see the last record or a specific record number. In that case, what is the best is you have to go for creating the watch point. Okay. Give here the variable name.
And what is this? The condition entry? Okay.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Now you can hear me.
Yes, sir. Now you can.
Yep.
So now what it is saying is it has been reached the watch point what you have set. So I have asked to stop the control when the DBCND is reached to 3623. It is saying that watch point has been reached. That means it has executed internally all the remaining iterations. Okay. Now it goes on last but one iteration. This is a real application of your watch point when you need in the runtime. In the runtime, when you want to stop the control, program execution control in the debugger, debugging, while debug going on, you set the watch point for the concept. Any questions here? Select and select. A lot of programs, standard programs, they write like this. Select and select because they will process record by record. In those cases only we go for the end select. Performance is better or not better? The select and select.
Performance is slow.
Performance it takes more time because it has to suppose 1,000 records are there, 1,000 times it will hit the database, not one time. Hence, we should go for into table concept. Okay, clear? We'll take small break, 10 minutes only, please. 9:1. 9:15 maximum will start. 9:15. Okay.